friends. Hello, 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 my friends. Happy Saturday for me. I don't know what day it is where you are when you're seeing this, but for me it's Saturday. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of, and as you can see by the trailer there, we're in Medieval Dynasty, and I just got my arse handed to me by some bandits. Fun. Wow. Yeah, once they get up like that, 5 of you and they swarm you, yeah, it's a long distance thing, man. I should have run in the opposite direction and or used my crossbow, took a shot, darted, took a shot, darted, like that, kind of mix it up, right? Switching bait instead of standing there trying to beat them with my axe. Silly move on my part, but lesson learned, and like that and like that. So, what have we been up to? Well, first of all, hello and greetings, and I hope you are all well. I hope this finds you happy. I hope things are going well in your world. Um, I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. The brightest of blessings to all of you. And, yeah, so, Nigel here, your host, your idiot for the time being. We pulled a typical Nigel move. I was trying to get some video together, and there was a lot of old files in there, like season 18, 17, 15, 12, season 1. So I went into my media. You know where this is going, don't you? Yeah. And I was selecting through and whatnot. And then there's an option for select all. Yeah. Any ideas where we're going with this? So it gets in there. I went select all. I went, okay, well, I don't want all of it gone. So I went up to the top and I came down to where, you know, file by file, and went down the rows until I got to where I figured we were good, and it was all older stuff that was in there. Well, unbeknownst to me, and amongst that older stuff and whatnot, there was 7 hour-long files of me going from year 9 onwards and through to year 10 and into year 11, and like that. And of course, I deleted them with the old files. So, silly me, typical Nigel. Yay, Gildersleeves. So, what we have here, we've moved along a couple of years, and obviously I'm replacing the wattle fencing around the fields. Um, putting in the stone. It has been a grind. Oh my gosh, has it been a grind on the stones. Well, like it's 8 stone to every section, and you can see how many tens of hundreds of sections there is to go around this place because it's absolutely ginormous. I mean, it takes up pretty much the whole freaking valley. I'm starting to spread out, man. So here we go. We are in the spring. So we are now officially, where are we? Year 12. If I follow correctly, we should be in year 12 now. And like that and like that. Let's have a look. Yeah, there you go. Day 1 of spring, year 12, which means we must pay our taxes. So rather than head her off to Gostovia, we'll find the little missus. Where the heck did she go? Oh, there you are. Just taking in the morning view, hon? Or just regretting life's decisions like that? Now her affection's at 100%. That is something that you need to keep an eye on. Over time, your spouse's affection for you will drop down, depending on how you behave, how you treat her, and like that. So you got to keep an eye on that. You can find these mobile vendors that have, the necklaces and the needle case, perfumes, these kind of things. And they're very expensive, but, give an opportunity, buy them and kind of stock them away. There's my little missus. Um, and that way you can periodically give them as a gift through the flirtation window, and that will keep her affection up, and so will good deeds, and just generally being a nice guy, right? But yeah, that's something that you got to keep an eyeball on. I didn't realize that the wife can leave you and actually take your air with her. So fun wow on that. But anyway, I digress as usual. Oh, pardon me. Apologies. Oh, gosh darn. Us old guys, we sure make a lot of noises, don't we? See, that there is just fugly. I'm going to have to do something with that. Put a light stand in there or maybe a barrel, something as a distraction. I don't like that at all, at all, at all. Now, what we should be doing here too is I got to move along on some of my crafting, especially my sewing. So we're going to do a bit of shearing here and get some wool together. We're going to turn that into thread, and I'm going to start to catch up on some of the crafting for, you know, the pants, the shirts, the hats, the boots, the shoes, that kind of thing, right? I like the animation here. It's pretty cool how the scissors are going across and like that. There we go. Hey, you guys. Okay, excuse me. Fine, I will go around. Goosey goosey gander. And like that, and like that. So yeah, we'll take this over to the sewing shed and whatnot. Which speaking of sewing shed, I was able to upgrade that, so we're at the next level now on the sewing shed. Cool beans, awesome sauce, and all that stuff. There we go. Come here, you. Now, are there more? Whoop! Hey, Taurus, how you doing there, man? Okay, there we go. Oh, look at them, hey, hanging out. Get the ram and the calf together there. Nice to see. Whoop, hey, listen, don't bully me, bull. What you playing at, man? I'm trying to get some work done here. Typical Taurus, got to be the center of attention, man. And we got all of the stalls up and running now. Got 4 of them on. Where's she? Oh, yeah, she's there. From over inside the pasture, I couldn't see her. It looked like there was nobody in the stall. You know, these old eyes of mine, eh? Ooh, speaking of eyes of mine, that's looking like it needs repairing. Okay, we're just going to nip into the builder's hut here. It's so nice having the builder now. I can go in and delegate on the buildings, and I don't have to go around one by one. I've just got to go in here like this. And as long as I have the resources in the storage shed and whatnot, my builder will go along and fix all the buildings for me. And it makes it so more convenient for me to be able to concentrate on other things. So the next time we come through the pigsties and cow sheds and everything, that should all be fixed up then. Nice, and nice. So I'm liking the stone, I gotta say. I'm really liking the stone. It makes a huge difference in the aesthetic around here, I think. Poisonally speaking. And as you can see in the distance there, yep, that's a palisade down by the fishing hut. We've started surrounding the compound. Well, compound. We've started surrounding the valley. And oh, the logs. Now this was all part of those 7 videos over a couple of 3 days of real life game playing and all that like that. But all of that had the beginnings of me putting this palisade around, getting the logs and stuff, and you know the grindy, you know. But trying to lay it out because you can't just go in a straight line up in these hills. You got rock outcroppings that you got to go around, this, that, and the other. I mean, you know, if the trees are in your way, too easy. Cut down the tree, take a shovel to the stump, and Kate's your aunt, Bob's your uncle, and away you go. But the rocks, it's a different story. Not these big, like these rocks here. I mean the big ones you can take a pick to get your limestone and like that, you know. So up in the top of the fields here, getting that palisade around there was fun, let me tell you what. But yeah, so big changes, moving along. Oh, there we go. Been busy, and like I said, I'm sorry I can't show you the grind, but you know, the other side of that coin is, hey, you don't have to sit here and watch me grind. You just get to enjoy the results of the labor, which is nice, you know. Now I want to close in these fields too. I don't know about this one, but this one for sure I want to close in with the stone and like that. We'll see how far we get. But yeah, crazy long hours the last little while here. I'll just speed this up a wee little bit for us so we're not totally grind and like that, you know. But yeah, as I say, I was days advancing and playing the game and getting video together, and I'm thinking, you know, I'll get 10 or 15 bits of raw footage over a period of probably 5 days of playing in real life, right? You know, and then I got hours and hours of video that I can put out. Not a problem, man. Two problems with that. One, you forget where you are in the game, and it's like, okay, what was I doing here? Because that was a week ago, and I've done so much since then. Was this before I hired her? Wait a minute, I thought I had my outhouse by then. No, didn't I do that? Ah, schmutz, where am I? Which McDonald's is this? So there's that side of it, and then there's the Nigel side of it, the whole. Well, let's go in and make some room in our files here because we're getting kind of cluttered. And, you know, I've only got so much memory here, so we'll get rid of all these old episodes and make it all crisp and clean and like that. Yeah. Idiot. But what are you going to do? Like I say, best laid plans of mice and men, eh? And I mean, it worked out. It's not a big thing at the end of the day. It's a small thing, right? I'm just going to try and throw a gate in here. If I can get a gate across this, that'll kind of, there we go. One, it'll keep the animals out. And two, it kind of beautifies the situation, right? Yeah, come on, play nice. Oh. I think it's best to do these layouts all at once while you've got the ghost up before you put the stones and stuff in. I think you might be able to squeak things a little closer together. It's something I've got to remember to try in the future here. I think of these things all post haste, and it's like, you know, 2 in the morning and you're laying in bed. It's like, oh, you know, I'll bet if I went this way with it. Yes, I lay awake at night thinking about this frickin' game. I can't say enough about it though, man. I love this game. It is probably for me one of the most satisfying games I've played in a very long time. You know, now I'm not taking away from past games by any means. They all have their merits within their own realms, but for me, this is just a beautiful fit, man. Okay, so clearly we've moved ahead of season, so we're into summer proper now. You can see the flax is ready to go and the fruit on the trees is ready to be picked. So we'll give the ladies and the gents a hand here. We'll go around and pick a little bit of fruit as well, help out. And of course, in doing this, it's helping to build my skill level in my underneath my farming and stuff like that. Because if you don't do these things, I mean, you know, hunting bison and boar and deer is all great, but it doesn't make you a good farmer. You know, and if you're not working the fields and the orchards, you're not going to get the experience points, and you're not going to be able to advance the window far enough. Oh, excuse me, just a minute. I see a stone. You know, you can't advance in certain areas, right? You know, you can't unlock certain traits and, you know, buildings and all that kind of stuff, right? So I'm really trying to get the crafting points going up because I want to get my tavern in. I really want to get the tavern in and get that going, and then we can start putting the hops and whatnot to use. In the tavern, you can do your beer and your spirits, but you can also do juices too. So the fruit trees, this is where they click in, is with the berries and the fruit trees and all that. You make juices as well, so it's not all alcoholic, right? So that's cool, and all that, of course. Oh, pardon me, I am so sorry. Well, all of that, of course, pays off at the ends by you know, being able to sell that off in your vending stalls. And the surplus from that, of course, you can take physically yourself to various towns and, you know, hit 3 or 4 towns in a run. Just do the circle around the map and sell everything you got, and you can make some pretty good coin, man. Like I say, like lettuce is a license to print money. Flax, the seeds from the lettuce or the lettuce, cabbage. I'm sorry, lettuce. Let us in. Yeah, let my brain in. The seeds from your crops, they're uh, they're gold. They're light. They take up little to no room in your inventory. So you can carry them no problem, and they're worth a lot of money. So you can make good coin by just selling off your excess seeds and stuff, right? Speaking of seeds and stuff, we're just gonna get this flax all fixed up here. And there we go. Okay, so like I was saying, we're gonna do some converting here. We'll do the flax this time because I don't seem to have the wool on me at the moment. There we go. Love the animations in this game. So cool. It's a very well done game. I like kudos to the creators and whatnot, man. Okay, now you saw me shearing the sheep. Clearly, I've placed the wool in the resource barn without me realizing it. Oh, the joys of being a content creator and trying to keep things straight in your head. Any out there that are doing your videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about, man. The struggle is real. Okay, so here we go, and we're going to catch up on a little bit of crafting here. I'll speed this up a little bit, of course, so you're not just sitting there watching me sewing, doing a blanket stitch. Round we go. So, but yeah, we'll get the shirts and the shoes and the trousers and like that and like that. And this is all good because it all goes into my vending stalls, right, and gets sold off. So it's nothing but profit, really, man. There we go. Make a few of these, a couple of those. And it also, too, having them in there gives me access to seasonal clothing because although your NPCs don't need it, it's beneficial to you. Your avatar needs to be warm in the winter. It needs to be cool in the summer. This all affects your health and your hunger and your hydration and all that kind of stuff, right? So yeah. Okay, well there we go. So that's got a few things made up. We've worked into the night again. But yeah, we'll nip her across and like that. And there she is, my very first light that I was telling you about, saying that I wanted to get the kind of the gallows light thing. That's what I was talking about, like that. But anyway, my friends, I'm going to call it here. So, as always, brightest of blessings, love and light. Yeah? Now do me a favor. Go tell somebody you love them, yeah? Make their day better. Okay. See you in the next one. Bye for now.